recording has started, guys. I'll give you guys a few minutes. I'm a minute early today. Let's share my screen for a second. Let's go over the main coins in a second. Start at the monthly and take a look where we're at, really. I am recording, so by this evening everything will be online and ready to show you guys. Next week the live calls will be going on YouTube to get more people involved and to get a bit more exposure. So I'm not sure that I'll do the lives in Discord next week. The trading anyways, I believe those will be online itself at the moment. In the afternoon they will be only online here in the Discord, and the 2 hours in the pre-noon, in the morning, oh my god, my English, in the morning they will be done at YouTube. I will see how it goes, if everything works out perfectly, yes or no. If not, maybe I gave you guys a screen in Discord itself also. It will depend on how fast the internet goes and how fast the sharing goes. Because on live's time is very necessary that everything is as it should be. Now let's go over our monthly views aspect for the second time in this year, by the way. Now, monthly, it still looks like we want to dip one more time maybe in this gap of 89,000 to 80,000. Let me take this one a second away. Even this one I will hide. Let me draw a new one, because actually this is the gap here that we have in the monthly view. So this is a very nice, beautiful monthly view gap. It would be a nice way if we could range into it for a second. So we're still only a few days into the market and into the new month. We still have another 18 days before the month closes. And we could definitely dip into this candle. It looks like it wants to do it anyways. And the reason why I could still expect it is because Trump is getting into office. And a lot of things have not been very great for the economy in the USA. And it's been very bullish for the dollar. So the overall markets in every aspect has been going down, except of meme coins, few of them, and AI agents at this point in the crypto world. Now let me take, like I said, that would be a huge opportunity if we dip into this box again. If we do, for value gap, I would definitely buy more. Weekly overview. Now in the weekly overview, we get a little bit different on viewpoints, because one, we're taking out a lot of liquidity here on this side. We just dipped into, just a second guys, I think my kids are about to enter my room.
Ja, zij willen nu al eten dus.
Ja, en ik ben juist live aan het gaan.
Ah ja.
Kunnen ze nog een half uur wachten?
Ja, papa
Okay.
is live aan het gaan.
You can wait another half hour guys, please. Then you can eat. Thank you. Okay. I'm back. So first of all, in the monthly we saw that Bitcoin could dip a little bit further, but in the weekly we see a little bit different signs at this point, especially if we dip below here and we do not stay under this line or even under the candle itself. That means that we definitely could see a bullish momentum again. Now why is that? First of all, we taken out liquidity where the market normally always is drawn to. So people are maybe already starting to long from here, and now they were taken out and they have enough momentum to start getting bullish again. So it looks like it wants to go up higher. Next targets are definitely them aiming for the highs. If we do dip one more time between 90,000 and 80,000, that would be a huge opportunity to buy some more, of course. If we don't, I don't believe that we will be coming back to these lows in this run anyway. Daily overview. Like I said, we dipped it on Thursday. We came just below liquidity here, and now we are slowly moving up. Daily is not 100% secured, showing me the hand that it wants to go up. If it did want to go up, I really want to see it go above this candle. The previous one on Friday, it did not. But we are slowly moving that side, so if we do stay above, say, 95,000, I think we have a next week of a very nice bullish momentum. Let me take a look at Ethereum. We still have my initially open up from last week. I still believe that we could maybe dip one more time into this. If we do, that's a huge opportunity, guys. I don't think we will see the $2,000 to $1,800 in this run again. If we do dip into the $3,000 to $2,732, that would be your last opportunity to buy at those lows, and then we will definitely see a next leg up. Why? This is way too big of a candle. We are just having a small retracement, closing off this fair value gap, and then see a continuation. Weekly the same. So we came in, we tapped, we took some liquidity from above. So that's why I do expect that we maybe can see this little dip here. That's same like I've shown you before. That's the 3,000 to 2007. That's like the same market that you can see almost here on the monthly. We can see completely the same reaction on the weekly. So this could be your perfect opportunity for one more time. If we do dip below $2,003, that would be a huge opportunity to buy a lot more before we start running. Now why and when do I expect us to head up higher again? Now I take the time a little bit for you guys to show you a bit more about economics for today. I know it's not the most funny thing, but we should know, especially because Mr. or President Donald Trump is getting into the White House very soon, and that is on January the 20th that he is getting official in the doors. So that's about 8 days from here. And I do expect that that could be a very bullish momentum for the crypto world or any other momentum at all. The reason why is because our second guy, maybe you've heard of this guy, maybe you haven't, Mr. Gray Gensler. Let me show you a picture of this guy. If you have never heard of this one, that is one of the biggest anti-crypto guys there was. But I don't believe he is for a reason that he's the most of the reasons that he was anti-crypto is because he was for the National Treasury of the United States. Now somebody else comes here in his place, and it should be now at the same time that Donald Trump gets it into the White House. That's the same time that this guy gets out of the White House too. And the new guys, that is, one of them is Elon Musk, and the other one, I can't remember his name. I can look it up for you guys if you want me to. Otherwise, it's not that important. The most important thing is that this guy gets off the news and that we have somebody with a little bit more viewpoint of what money should be. Now, the third thing I want to share you guys is, I don't like to share newspapers from Belgium anyways, but I'm just gonna show you a few seconds. I don't like medias, but I do need to show you guys this. Now, this means my money, belegging, that means investments and pension. There used to be here a little sign at the sideways that's shown as crypto. Now this is gone. I find it very particularly when the market are dipping and they are quite on a lower price point that this one has been gone. When it was around 107, 6,000 for a Bitcoin, even when it was 99,000 for a Bitcoin, this was here. Now it dipped down and it's gone. So I believe that we are bottoming out at this point. And that's why I want to share you guys this. Now I'll delete the screen because I don't like showing this at all. But I had to. It's part of my job. Of part of my teachings for you guys, so that you guys can know what we also need to take a look at. Now, the other forum that we do sometimes need to take a look at is this one. Bookmark this. This is Forex Factory. Bookmark this, guys. This is very accurate to the economics. Now, what do we see next week? The loans will come out, and this one is very important too. The core PPI MM is very important for the people, to the economics, for how much money they have and what the costs will be. And we also have the 15th huge news, the 16th is coming out with news, and the 17th a little bit. So that's like the whole next week we have huge major impact news. And then on 20th nothing, and that's when Donald Trump gets into the White House. 21 we do have a little bit more news, but that can be changed already a little bit because of he stepping in. Now bookmark this if you want to watch what economics shows you. Forex Factory is one of the best and cheapest and easiest way to take a look. If you want to, you will see a lot more here. You just press this button and take these two off. They're not very accurate. Just put the last two on and you will definitely see what you need to be seeing. That's more than enough if you want to follow some economic parts. Now, further off. Cosball. Yeah. This one is still being, for me, manipulated now for months and months to come. We cannot see nothing because we have been month after month just in the same range. So this is the same range again that we're in. We can just easily pump up or just dip to take out the liquidity, because now we have taken lower liquidity and a little bit higher liquidity. So for the next liquidity, where would it be? At this point I cannot say in the monthly, but maybe in the weekly it will show me more in depth. In the weekly, it looks like it's stabling out. So we came in a small, I believe that was a daily for value gap that was here. Yeah, so we came in a daily for value gap here. That was still accurate. We're taking daily liquidity here now, and if we do start pushing up and we can close above this gap here, we are seeing the next leg up to around 15 cents. So that means another 50% gainings, in 30% gainings in the next coming week. I still believe in this coin very much, and I believe this one will do perfectly fine. But it's more the when than if, because it will do its thing, but when. Don't have a glass ball yet, or how they call it, a diamond ball to watch out of it. So here we have AVAX. AVAX has been performing rather well, and I really enjoy this coin too. This one will be the bone of the backbone for most of our cryptos that we have on AVAX. So one of them is our Triule. Has not been performing perfectly good, but most of the gaming coins have not get their start run yet. So that's great for us to hear. That means that we are still very early and adoptedly very soon into these coins. So that's why we feel the volatility a little bit more, but that means that our upgainings are huge more too. So if you want to buy AVAX, this will be your last opportunity between $35 and $28. Maybe in the weekly, I can see maybe one more dip into 30 to 26. That would be your last opportunity. Guys, if you're not having these coins yet and you want to buy them, don't maybe do partials. It's only like 17% that we go down. Crypto markets, 17% is nothing, guys. We dipped it, I think, 25 to 30% on some coins, even more on some other coins. So the up movement is way bigger. That's like 300%. So just to the highs, and I believe AVAX will do around $280 to $300 in this run, just because every gaming coin wants to be performing on that platform at this point. Gala has done the same like every other coin at this point. We came up, we dipped back down. Miria, the same, we came up, we dipped back down. So if you want to buy these coins, this is an expensive time to buy them. You will never, I cannot say never again, because last time I said that we came back down, so I have to be careful when I say this. But I believe that we definitely will see the highs, that's for sure. And second of all, we're still in this range box, so we didn't take out, we just took out partial liquidity. Can we dip to 0.0014? It's possible, but I hope not. In the daily, it doesn't look like it. So the daily, this was the gap that we still didn't finish off, and that one we tapped now. So we're in this gap. If you want to see, this is the gap that we still didn't tap into. So we are now perfectly in it, and if we do stay above 0.016, so this candle here, let me draw a line, maybe it's easier to be sure what type. So if we stay above this one, and this is the line, so you can see here, if we stay above that area, we are perfectly fine. We just came back, we tapped into it, and that is a perfect way to start off a rally. Why? Because if you have closed up and closed the market completely off, that means that we are done here. So the only way up is up, and if we do not go up and we go down, that means it's over for the coin. Yep. So the potential is very high that you can have profit on this one, but the downside is if it dips another 20% from here or 30% from here, 15, I think, then I believe if we do dip below 15% from here, I don't see it come up that easy. The community is still strong and still positive, but it's not only a community you need volume also for coins to go up, of course. Same for Triul. We came up, we came down, and we took out all the liquidity here for this one. In the weekly it still looks okay, so we took out first liquidity pool. So now I want to see this one ended up higher, but the good side on this one is that we had a huge fair value gap down here that we did not close off yet, so it can still dip to 0.00066110. And that's a lot of zeros. But on the other side, if we do dip that one more time, the upside is like 1100%, 1500% just to the highs. I still believe that we will see at least a 20 cent for this coin. They're still building everything. The games are coming out very soon again, so still very proud on these guys. But they're not hot. Gaming world at the crypto world, the gamings are not that hot at this point. More real world assets like Chainlink is hot. ADA is doing very fine too. I did better than I expected even. ICP is doing fine because it's building like the biggest computer ever. That's why people want to get into this coin. But actually, I have no idea why, because if you watch from where this came from, I think around $1,200 or something like that, and it dipped all the way back to like $3. So maybe they're up here if you done this, but if you were in this from early age stages, I'm definitely still not positive. XRP, this one is still very unexpected, getting up higher pushes in the monthly. So this is the banking world, so this can perfectly go to like $6 to $8, but higher than that I would not expect it to go, just because of the market cap, guys. It is not possible to put that much money into just these coins. Tao is one of my favorite AI coins. In the monthly we took a dip and now we just came back, so we took out a little bit liquidity. I want us to stay above the 461 to be sure that we have a continuation upwards. Otherwise it's like the same movement that we see in all the coins, a bit sideways, and that's good for the crypto market, because then that means that we have a little bit more fear coming up, and that is what we want to see. So you can see we're halfway in neutral. The greed and fear index, this shows you when to sometimes take profits and to be very great for when we are great. So fear, September 24 was the last time we were very fear, and you can see extremely greedy was last month. So this is quite accurate that you can say when to take some profits. If we take some profits around here, we were around 99,000, that was 70,000, the fears were around 50,000. Extremely greed for, see, Bitcoin, you can quite accurately say this on Bitcoin charts, the price, how much it should be, and when the fear and greed, this is quite accurate, but people never watch these things. So if you just taken out of this and went into coins, just value on these things, you could perfectly make money on Bitcoin itself. Now, so same, I shared you guys a few coins on the channel, on Discord. Make sure if you buy these coins, they are hot now, so when they double or triple, I just take my initial investment out of it like I always do, and then put it into Bitcoin or something else. It depends if I need to cash flow or that I can just perfectly fine. So what's gonna be next thing? You can see gaming is getting hotter. This has been off for a very long time, so I'm very happy to see this. AI memes are getting hot, raw and deepen. So I prefer, if these three starting to get traction, that means that we will have a lot of fun in our portfolios. And I believe that would be it for today. Let me take a look if somebody is here. If somebody wants me to add some information from anything else, you can leave a chat. Let me take a look if somebody's here. Welcome Sam. If you missed something, the live will be online in about, I think, a half an hour or something. I recorded it this time and I put on my mic. Last week I forgot to record, and the week before that I didn't put my mic on, so excuse me for that, guys. I'm human too, so sometimes I do make mistakes myself. Like I said before, next week all my live tradings will be going on YouTube, and the mornings, the afternoons, the live tradings will be done here in the Discord itself. If anybody found some of my coins useful that we are in, especially the last ones, let me take you guys a look at these coins, what I put you guys in, AI 9000, and why I took these coins. So first of all, this one is an AI agency coin, that's why I took it. It's very raw and new, so it's from 14 December. I just dipped it into the, where did I took you guys into the entry? Around the 8 to 9, so we're here the 9, around this area. I told you guys that it was a great time to enter, so we dipped a little bit further and then we started rallying up. Now we just came back to closure off, so anything above 28 cents, 0.28 cents, sorry. it's perfectly fine, and then we can have a continuation. This is still a very hot narrative. Now the other one was Centex, Consentio Protocol. Why did I take this one? Same reason, because first of all, it's also an AI agent, and the narrative behind this is very hot. The reason why I took one here, this is Ethereum contract. I took the other one was an AVAX contract. So I just took the biggest ones that had the most traction, and they were very low market caps, by the way, on each of the chains. And the last one was maybe, I told you guys, maybe on Sol. This is a meme coin, guys, so be a bit careful. But I had intel from my own mentors that a few very rich people just made this coin for fun, and they held on to most of the coins, so it's not possible to see huge dips in this one because they have more than 80% of the coins, so we can see 20, 25, 30% dips, but they hold like 80%, and they are planning to hold until it hits Binance. So they just put a few $1 million inside directly when it started. It just started rallying then, and it didn't stop. So I believe you guys entered it around 8th or 9th also that I shared this one, so this was still up. %. We were around 100% up, but yeah, sometimes this can dip a bit. I think around 10 million I put you guys into this one. So we're now around 20 million on market cap. So they are planning to hold this until it hits Binance. So if it would hit Binance, this coin can go parabolic, of course, but it's not even on an exchange yet. So we will see what happens. I'm just having fun with this. I didn't put a whole huge bag into it. I just put a few $1,000 into it to make sure that we are in it. So this is why I want to show you why I picked these coins. And I had one more that I did not share yet, and that is let me take a look. That was Arconsol. That's also one. This one is a bit not in profit at this point, but can happen, of course. Not all coins can be directly in profit. So Arc Complex. This is also an AI coin or AI agent coin. So like you can see, we just moved the market and it came back down to where we ended. So now we should see a nice momentum again. That will be it for this evening, guys. I wish you all a very great evening, a good weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday. That will be tomorrow, of course. Ciao.